We're so lucky in the 21st century to have the internet and this capacity to communicate over distances and over time in such a way as doing podcasts or YouTube videos and things like this. It's a great deal for us to be thankful for. The most important thing to be thankful for, in my opinion, is that we are whom we are. That we are alive and have consciousness. That we are sentient beings. And if we look a little deeper into whom we are, then we begin to see that there is more to the plate than just living within the social consciousness and societies or civilizations that have been built up. It is truly the truth. It is important to remember whom you are. By so doing, then you expand your possibilities. How do you do this? Common sense dictates that you need to get to know yourself to remember whom you are. If you ask the question and there's no answer, then you need to make an emphasis on practicing, as I call it, having a dialogue with your consciousness and using all that you can to be prepared, to be honest, to be sincere, to be kind, to be understanding of everything that will occur in your mind, and be positive in its outcome. If you find yourself being negative, then you know that you are doing something wrong, in my opinion. And what do you do about it? I find myself thinking these thoughts in quotes. First of all, it's okay. It's not the direction that we want to go. But in your awareness of your condition, of your negativity about something, this in itself is something to know. This is an understanding, a comprehension, part of one's dialogue, part of one's flow. By defining where we find we have positives and negatives, we can then go in the direction that we want to. We can help define ourselves, lead ourselves in different directions, right? Common sense again. So that's what we want to do. We want to know ourselves, the good and that not so good. And step by step, little patient steps, we move ahead. Sometimes faster, sometimes slower, sometimes feeling we're stepping backward, sometimes going forward. They are all part of the whole, right? 360 degrees. This happens. This is being honest about what life is. And we need that. How are we going to find success if we don't have a sense of integrity and honesty and sharing and remembering whom we are? Bundles of miracles, quite old, full of all kinds of things, full of all kinds of ideas. And how can we begin to explore all of these possibilities? What might be good things to bring along? Of course, it's our sentience, our intelligence. And this can include virtues, right? Characteristics, qualities that one exhibits in their social consciousness and whatever consciousness or spirit or soul one wants to think about. Positive elements we're talking about. Zoran the gardener would say to you to plant seeds in your heart and your soul. seeds of virtues, of characteristics, to improve, to enhance oneself. You. If you are thinking about if one is tending their own internal dialogue or garden, then what have we just said we are doing? We are being aware. We are being mindful about what we want to do. And have an opportunity in these current moments, nownesses that are happening, to guide ourselves accordingly, thinking, beginning to build positive change. This is the idea. These are tools to use. Patience means many things. Patience means when something has had enough time, it's had enough. And patience becomes necessity. Patience can be when things seemingly are not going right, but rather wrong, that maybe you wait just a few more intervals. It is a wide-ranging and always differing definition. There are attributes of this virtue, which is of being of a wider perception, that one is viewing what is the subject matter from multiple directions. And so, in the realization, in the summation of all of these different aspects, one determines, I'm going to wait a little bit on that. That's patience. Finding in yourself, in your heart, in your soul, a sense of comfort and ease. Feeling the pressure of your hands pressed together. Feeling their warmth. Feeling the pressure or lack of it of your feet, of the soles of your feet upon the floor or each other, or even just out in the air itself. Feeling the skin. Feeling the atmosphere surrounding you. Maybe there's a breeze, maybe there's not. Temperature. Feeling one's own temperature inside. Comparing your temperature to that which surrounds you. Feeling this golden, orangey red glow of being here now. Hi. Being with me, please. Allowing oneself to be calm, at ease, tranquil. Feeling deep inside a sense of grace. You and I deserve it. Bundles of miracles. Life began on this orb 1.2 billion years ago. Going forward, from that one cell to 1 trillion at birth and to 37 trillion now as an adult. That's whom you are. You have these processes of respiration and circulation and so many more of which I am sadly ignorant of. There's so much going on. Every moment in every day. And changing. No 2 moments the same in all of history. Like a snowflake. Slowly and lazily. Happily. Drifting down from the clouds to the earth. allowing oneself to just relax into the foundation of one's being here, in a sense of heightened awareness, in a sense of heightened sensitivity, receptivity. Seek and ye shall find. Seek means that you are seeking. You have made the decision in your brain to seek something. Seek, and ye shall find. You must ask the question to find the answer. This is what's being said. This is its value. You observe and contribute to a conversation in your being, in your heart and your soul, to get where you want to go, to learn to utilize your being to guide your rudder, to man the helm of your being, your ship of life. This is a responsibility, none more important as an individual, unique life form. Remember whom we are. Remember that primordial energy of 14 billion plus years ago is also what is circulating in your veins, what is transpiring between your neurons. This is what's going on. When we look at any and everything, when science deconstructs the very, very smallest thing that they can perceive, they find energy, the energy of creation. It is in everything, twisted, turned, and folded, layer upon layer of energies. Look what it hath done. It is all a miracle. And you have a very unique and real place. It is inside of your skin. Celebrate. Be appreciative of whom you are. I'll talk to you later.